Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Astrology Chat for August 19th, 2024. Also, the full moon in Aquarius. And this full moon in Aquarius is coming with some major endings, some major realization, and some major tensions. So first of all, take a deep breath. Second of all, know that you are not walking in this life alone, that you were and are a creation of God. You are divinely ordered and meant, and that what is happening in your life in this time is not just to show you about how you can get better, but it's also to show you how far you've come. And if you allow yourself to stand on that line of being aware of how time inevitably brings about change, that with every new beginning comes an ending, and that there are going to be adjustments that have to be made in your life, then this is an energy that you can take with grace. This full moon is also a super moon, so it's going to be lasting for quite some time. So this is not just a one-day type of thing. This is a longer journey and realizations that are going to lead you to be in a space of transition from who you were to who you're becoming. Now, it's still going to be important to love yourself in the phases. I say this because we have the moon in Aquarius. The moon is going to be in Aquarius. It's going to go full at 2:25 p.m. Then there's going to be a void. And then at 6:51, the moon is going to move into Pisces. Before the moon moves into Pisces and before the void, it has a trine to Mars, a square to the nose, a sextile to Chiron retrograde, a square to Pallas, which is an asteroid that makes you more sensitive to what other people are feeling and seeing, an opposition with the sun and the moon to Mercury retrograde, a square to Uranus. And all of these things are happening while there's also the sun squaring Uranus, Venus squaring Jupiter, Venus opposing Saturn, and Jupiter squaring Saturn. So there's this grand tension happening, this grand cross in several ways that are having you question or be aware of where you've changed, where there's something that needs to be adjusted, where you're starting to see that a part of your story has ended, that you are being called to allow yourself to move forward. And this is not something you can necessarily control, right? The hand of God is very much involved in this. And so there's an invitation to step out on faith, to release the fear and know, listen, I've changed before. And sometimes I did not do it on purpose. I can intentionally choose to change. I can intentionally choose to evolve. I can intentionally choose to move forward and have faith that wherever I go, God is involved. The universe is involved. And you are destined for great things. You're destined for change. And so you have to allow yourself to love yourself in that process. That means letting go of an old version of yourself. That may mean letting go of old relationships. It may mean a lot of things, but whatever they are, allow yourself to have faith in yourself, that you can learn the lessons and take in the new information and be adaptable and grow and not be who you were before. And, ideally, all of us are in a state of evolution. I would not want to be who I was 6 months ago or a year ago, and neither should you. Be mindful about idolizing your past or romanticizing a version of you that you were, because you're not supposed to stay in one place. You're not supposed to be one thing. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to evolve. You're supposed to have relationships and allow yourself to move forward, right? And so this full moon energy brings a lot of surprises, but know that everything is divinely ordered. And when that moon moves into Pisces, that full moon energy is then going to go into Pisces, where this is about endings, right? There is a lot of endings. There's a lot of shifts here, but don't be afraid, right? Let there be an ending to fear. Let there be an ending to doubt. Let there be an ending to not trusting yourself. If anything's going to end, let it be not believing in yourself and the fact that you are ordained and meant by God. And you don't have to be understood by everybody else. Everybody else, honestly, usually doesn't even get themselves. So put down the invisible measuring stick. Take a moment to pray, to consider, and to move in what God has intended you to do, which is to be yourself. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.